LibreOffice, talk about the features of LibreOffice. And then we'll demonstrate all the different modules of LibreOffice. And then I'm gonna show you some helpful links, which I think are helpful links, and then we're gonna finish with a Q&A. And everybody's laughing at when I wrote Chance to Throw Tomatoes. To be honest with you, I didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare this presentation. My wife will tell you, I just finished it like at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So this isn't the best presentation I'm ever going to give for the club, I don't think. So bear with me.
We just appreciate it.
Okay. History of LibreOffice. Way back in 1992, I don't know if anybody ever used StarOffice. I did a little bit, not a lot. StarOffice was one of the original word processors. This is back in the day we had WordStar, and this is before there was ever a Microsoft 365 or any of that. It all started with a program called StarOffice, which was an open source. A couple guys got together and wrote them a word processor. Okay. In 2000, Sun Microsoft Microsystems bought StarOffice. And let me minimize this on yours. Minimize it right at the bottom. Okay. And then so anyway, Sun Microsystems bought StarOffice, and they created OpenOffice.org. And OpenOffice was an original shareware. It wasn't shareware, it was open source, kind of open source word processing. And that was the big thing that competed with Microsoft Word way back then. Remember, this is 25 years ago. And Sun Microsystems bought StarOffice and created OpenOffice.org. And they paid like $7 billion for it, which is a lot of money back then. Okay. So in 2010, the Document Foundation was called. And what happened was OpenOffice was bought later on by Apache. Sun Microsystems sold it to Apache and to Oracle. And Oracle made it where it wasn't so open source anymore. And so a bunch of guys that were working on OpenOffice got together and created the Document Foundation, which in turn created LibreOffice, which was a fork of OpenOffice. Okay, and this is 2010 this happened, so it's 15 years ago, and that's how long LibreOffice has been around. So it all started way back in 1990. 2011, Oracle stopped developing OpenOffice. And they gave all the source code to OpenOffice into open source code, and other people made their word processor software from it. But LibreOffice was a big one. A bunch of guys got together, created the LibreOffice Foundation, which made LibreOffice from OpenOffice. Now, here we are in 2025. And it's been estimated that there's 200 million active LibreOffice users. I know Richard uses it, and I know I use it. I don't know if anybody else in here does. And also there's 18 governments worldwide. There's French government, and Germany's just started using LibreOffice. And the reason they're doing it is because Microsoft wants a lot of money for Word, for their 365. And so these governments can save a lot of money because LibreOffice has got a pretty low price tag, 0. Now, this one is hard to see, But this is a comparison of office suites. And, I don't think I can make that big, let me try.
I'm going to ask a stupid question, but Libre Office, and you said it's a zero cost. It's a program
It's, yeah,
as opposed to Microsoft program?
it's a lot like Microsoft, I'll be showing you that in just a few minutes.
Okay,
Okay, this one's hard to see, but this is a comparison of file formats. And different process, different word suites. You've got the Microsoft and a bunch of, on the left, there's a whole list of them, and I'll be putting this on the website and on my website, okay? But the green ones is file formats that are supported by the different word processors. LibreOffice, Microsoft, Google Docs and all that. Okay, if they're green, they're supported. And if they're red, they're not, and if they're yellow, they're partially supported. Okay, this line right here is LibreOffice, supports everything. You can read and write everything. Microsoft, and what's interesting about this, and I know it's hard to see, is Microsoft doesn't even support their whole budgeting stuff. Unless you do it online. The old,
See if I turn the lights off.
I don't know if that helps or not. It's just a small chart, I couldn't make it any bigger, sorry.
he does help a little bit.
Okay. It's just, yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it any bigger. Cause I quit at 2 o'clock. You can throw tomatoes at me later. Okay, but the point of this chart is, and I'll be putting this online. Point of this chart is that LibreOffice supports all these different formats and more, and Microsoft supports a lot of them, but not all. This chart's a little bigger, this next chart's a little bigger. Okay. Now what this chart is operating systems that support it, okay? Here's Windows is supported by, works on Windows and it works on Mac and it works on in the cloud, it works on iPhone, it works on iPad and so on and so forth. Okay, in the left column is Google Docs. And Google Docs isn't specific because Google Docs works only in a web browser. So if you got a web browser, you can run your Google Docs. Now, LibreOffice, you can see it supports all of the major operating systems, Windows, Mac, Linux. They got cloud. Now they say iPhone and Android. I don't know about the iPhone app, but the Android app isn't very good. Say again?
Not an iPhone yet.
So. So that's real quick what they do. Okay, features of LibreOffice. Okay. Said it before, said it again, free and open source. Open source means anybody can download the source code and write it to what they want. We could download the source club and make it Cajun Clickers LibreOffice, where instead of it said LibreOffice in the logo, it said Cajun Clickers. If anybody wants to write the source, we do the source code. That would be Bill's job. Like I said, on the other side, LibreOffice supports all common file formats. And when I do the letters, I get people send me Word docs and EPUBs and their Google Docs format. I forget what that is. They send me all this different stuff. And I load it all in LibreOffice and convert it, and it works just fine. Now I'll show you I'll show you some demonstrations of that. Source code's freely available. Like I said, we can download it and make a Cajun Clickers word processor. If anybody wants to take the time to do it. It's pretty customizable. Libre, and I'll be, when I start demonstrating the features of it. You can change it. Like, whatever you want. And that's one of the things that, Microsoft Word does too. I haven't used Word for 10 or 12 years. But you can change all your toolbars and make them and rearrange them and make it like you want it. Not like they want it. And it's got a real extensive help system. Now, one of the reasons why people are against this open source stuff is there's no boss. You got a problem, if you got Microsoft Word, you got a problem, you gotta call them on the phone and they're gonna say, go to our website and do this and do that and do that. Okay, the LibreOffice, it's all done online. I'll show you their help. This is their help, it's all online help. And not only that, but if you got a problem with doing something in the LibreOffice, there's a lot of forums, a lot of websites, a lot of places, you do a search with your problem. And there's a lot of people to help you, and they'll take care of it. Okay, so they got an extensive help system. Okay, now the modules, now what we're gonna talk about. First one is Writer. And that's the word processor. And let me grab a screen here. So I'll open a Writer doc. Okay, it's a new text document. Okay, and you can see, maybe you can't see that. There we go. There we go. Just took a minute. There again, hard to see because we got a smaller screen. But toolbar's got all the same stuff you're gonna find in the Google Docs, all the same stuff you're gonna find in Microsoft, what's it, 365 they call it these days, whatever their new name is. They got all the same thing. When you look on the top, this. Let's see. So there we got new, save. Can you see my new mouse up there? That's what all, okay, now. And it's just typical word processing stuff. Just. Type like any other word processor. Okay, so I'm not very good at that. But it's got all of the same functions. Okay, and I just select all that. And now I'm on the center. Now I'm on the long right. See, it's the same thing, all the other stuff, all the other things do. I can make bullets. And well, that's not very big, so I can make that bigger. Just like any other word processor can do. Okay, except it doesn't cost nothing. Not gonna go through all the functions because there's a lot of them. And I want to show you the other modules. But and then you can print and your icons is all the same. And you can change the tab bar, you don't like that spelling there. Then should be able to drag and drop them and you won't let me. Okay, but you can change all this stuff around. You can hide these toolbars and you can make your own toolbars. A lot of things you can do. Let's see. I can insert a picture. So, typical word processor, not typical word processor, LibreOffice word processor. And it works just the same as in the others. It's just a matter of learning the commands. Let me close that out, I don't want to save it. Okay. Next module is the spreadsheet. And, you know, it's a typical line, I'll give you a good example. I'm gonna. New. Spreadsheet, and when I open it, you're gonna see that it looks like any other spreadsheet that you see. It just looks like Excel, doesn't it? You guys have used that?
That's like it. Yeah.
Don't it look exactly like it? And you can put in formulas the same way. Okay, now. When Gail sends out our monthly statements, they're always in Excel. Okay, and I open them up in here and it looks the same. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna open the file. And I'm gonna go to. Board of Directors. Okay. Okay, budget 2025, right there. Mhm. This is the file that Gail does in Excel. Okay. But I opened it in LibreOffice.
Right.
And I do that with all the files. They send me Word docs for the newsletter. And I open them all in LibreOffice and convert them, and it works just fine. Works just fine. The numbers are all there. And you put in formulas the same way. And it's the same formulas. Okay, next module. Impress, that's a slideshow presentation. Okay. And that's what I'm using right now. I'm using LibreOffice Impress, and it works the same as PowerPoint. And if somebody sends me a PowerPoint, so I can open it in here. I lost my page. I can open. Go through real fast here. I can open it, somebody sends me a PowerPoint, I can do just like I did with the spreadsheet, or just like I do with the docx, open it in here. Okay, not only that, if somebody wants a copy of this slideshow that I did, I can send it to them, and if they don't have LibreOffice, I can save it as a PowerPoint and send it to them, and it'll show up as a PowerPoint. Now, and you can see it's pretty easy to do. If you use PowerPoint, it's the same kind of thing. There's all my slides in the side there, and you can edit them. And in fact, I'll just edit this one real quick. Okay, instead of slideshow, I'll show you how quick it is to edit. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So it's really easy to edit. And see, when I go there, and I typed edit wrong. That's all right, that's all right. So the whole point is it's easy to use. And there again, I haven't used PowerPoint in at least 10 or 12 years, and I haven't used Microsoft Word in at least 10 or 12 years, and I've played with Google Docs, but I don't use it very much. This is what I use, and it works just as good and the same. And it's not hard to edit and change. Okay, next module is draw. This one I don't use very much. But what draw is, it's a editing program. Okay, so let's see, new. Not an editing program, it's a drawing program. Right, and this is, I forget what they call it in Microsoft stuff.
Is that like the topic?
Like, I forget what they call it in Microsoft. It's a, but it's a drawing thing, it's a drawing program, so I can, let's see. And there again, I don't use this one very much. But I'll just, play with it a little bit here.
Can you do anything with PDF files?
Yes, I'm coming to that here in a little bit. Okay, so like, I put that in there and I can rotate it and I can make it shadowed and I can, let's see here.
Isn't that illustrated?
Illustrator,
Okay.
yeah, I knew Microsoft had something to compete with it. And it works about the same way. You can
Yeah.
do the same kind of things. You can input, pictures. Okay? So that's draw, and that's, you can play, that's free. Yeah, if you're curious, download it and play with it. Now, the next two modules I've never used. Math formula editor. And I don't even know if Microsoft's got anything, but I'll just open it up and see. Now, honestly, have never used this. But this is a module, a program that lets you make a formula. And I really have no idea who would use it. I think web programmers might use it, and I think people who make spreadsheets might use it. I've never used it. And if you look up there, it's got a little box, and that's where you put in your binary operators and see, you got pluses and minuses, and so,
By the time you were doing a mathematical textbook. That's when.
there again,
Math teachers.
there again.
Yes.
And see, the thing is you don't need to use it. You don't even need to download it. You can download all these modules separate.
Right.
So you don't want to, if it's something you can use, then you're gonna take the time to use it. If it's something you're not gonna use, you don't need to worry about it. Okay. And the same way with the last module, a database,
Taxes,
okay?
access.
Now, yeah, like Access and Microsoft, and there again, I haven't used this a whole lot. I'm starting to play with it a little bit. And the reason I'm starting to play with it a little bit is because you can manage existing databases. And the club has one big existing database of all our members. Okay, so I've been playing around with this a little bit to see if I can make class registration easier and that kind of stuff, like I've been talking about for a couple months. All right, so let me I'll start a new database.
Is that similar to Access?
It's the same, it's the answer to Microsoft Access, okay? And see, and there again, it brings up a database wizard, and I could open the file, and I'm not gonna do that because the only database file I got on my computer is the club website data, and I don't want to put that on the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of like using my secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than access.
And there again, I haven't played with it a lot myself, but like I say, if it's something you're gonna use, then you're gonna take the time to learn how to use it. If it's something you're not gonna use, well, you got it installed in the computer if you install it. Now, somebody asked about PDF files. And, to answer that, let me cancel this out. To answer that question, let me. When I do the club newsletter, I save it as a PDF file. You can make files and save it as a PDF file. And you can open PDF files, but it's not that good at PDF editing. And I'll open one to show you. I'll open the club newsletter here.
You open it with word processor?
And then open it with the LibreOffice. Okay, newsletter is completed, and I go to the latest one. And see, now I normally want to open PDF with this, because I've got my own PDF program that I use to read. But I'm gonna select open with this time. Just to show us. And do that. Okay, I'm gonna select open with. And LibreOffice, okay? So, now it's open in the LibreOffice draw, it's gonna take a while. Okay, so I can, and you can see in the left column there, this is the drawing program. And there's all the pages in the latest newsletter, okay? So I can do some edits, I can edit and I can change, I can select and change. I can place the picture. Let's see. Place right there it is, okay. So I can take that picture out and replace it with this picture. Okay. So yes, you can edit it, but this is not the best program for editing PDFs. If that was you were wondering if you can edit. But can you read? Yeah, it opened the PDF. See, that's normally not how I would read PDFs when I get PDFs. So, answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me close that out. And I don't want to save it because I like it the way it is. Okay. So, but that's the modules, and I didn't go into big detail on all of them. Because the fact is, if you're interested, download it and play with it. Okay? And if you're not interested, why should I waste my time telling you all about it? But all of these modules are equal to the ones, they're not equal, but they do the same job as the ones in Microsoft, and they do the same jobs as the one in Google Docs and Zen Word and WP Word, and they're just literally hundreds of word processing suites or word suites that you can get off the internet these days.
Connie, when you download it, you download each section or the,
I'm gonna show you the download page in just a few minutes. But yes, you can download it all at once, which I do, because I use most of them in most of the modules. But you can download just the word processor. And you can download just the calc, and you can download just okay. But see, and there again, it's like Microsoft. If you've got all them modules, it's easy for you to do something in the word processor, copy it into the
spreadsheet.
into the spreadsheet or into the other ones. It's easy to do it. Okay. Now, some links. That just asks the download page. Here's the download page for for the program. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it's got the latest one and the upper one. And see, here's all the download links for all the different operating systems. Except for Linux, because Linux is in, well, they do have a Linux link in there too. And most of the Linux ones, you download flat packs through their store. Okay. So you see, there's a lot of different download links. Okay,
They do have Windows 11 on there, I can't see that.
yeah, this is a Windows 11 computer,
That's,
yeah. And and when you first go to the website, it detects what your computer system is and you can change it. I can change it, select right there, which ones I want. Mac, the choices are Linux, Mac OS, Windows 32-bit, Windows 64-bit. And there's more choices down the bottom. And you can download the source code. You can download the different versions. So that's the download link. Okay, now they got another page called Linux Office Community Assistance. Okay. And let's scroll that down a little bit. Okay, got a question about LibreOffice? Get an answer here, and that's like our Google Groups Ask the Expert, only they run it there. They got a wiki, they got the documentation, which I linked to before. They got newsletters. You want to get on our mailing list? I don't know why I've never done that. I should. Got online left and IRT chat. You can go in they got their own chat channel. And then, of course, they're on all the social medias. They got a blog and Mastodon and no Twitter. Oh, I guess that is Twitter. Right. So they got a lot of help. And then not only that, no, I got this open. I'll just do a quick search. I'm gonna do a web search for Libre Office tutorials. Okay, and you're gonna find a lot of websites. They've got tutorials on how to do it. And not just at LibreOffice, but there's YouTube, WikiHow, more YouTube, getting started. So there's a lot of help you can find online just by a search. And there again, once you start using the program, well, the more you use it, the easier it gets. As any other program is. Okay, now, LibreOffice, I don't know if anybody uses Reddit. Okay, and LibreOffice has got an extensive section on their Reddit ones where they answer questions right away, not right away, but pretty fast. And there's kind of thing, how to change the location path. There's an article in Germany is gonna start using LibreOffice, okay? It's the monthly, okay, so they got a lot of announcements, but then down through there, people. Okay. Is there a tool to convert LibreOffice into 100% fidelity plain text markup? Who knows what that is? But somebody had that question. Okay, so there's a lot of questions and answers. So let's do a searching here right now, and we'll search as how does LibreOffice and PDFs. See if it comes up with anything, okay? And see, there's all a bunch of answers, questions and answers of how do I edit a PDF in LibreOffice. Trying to edit a PDF, get mixed up, yeah. We have a translator need to convert. So, a lot of help is what I'm getting at. Okay. Next two links, the last two links, I should say. There's one for the website. This is the club website. So. This and all our club is gonna be on here. Richard does that. And the last one is a blatant advertisement for toxinman.com. Okay, and this presentation, this impress slideshow is gonna be on this website here in the next couple days when I get around to it. This is one of my websites. And I put all my stuff up there, so I'm just putting in a blatant advertisement for me.
But it's got lots of good videos.
So. All the video, all the presentations I do, you end up here eventually. That's toxicman.com. And you can read the story about how I got that started. So. Sorry for the short presentation, but you know, like I said, I didn't have a lot of preparation time on this one. Questions, comments,
Okay. So
answer.
see if I can get this.
Richard knows the answer.
Okay, if I have a PDF and I don't have the writing ability, I just have the free. Can I transfer that over there and edit it?
Yeah, just like I just did.
No kidding.
Okay, but it's not a very good editor. There's a lot of better editors.
But if you don't, the editor costs a good bit of money.
So.
I don't-
hey,
So if it's locked, you can still edit. If the PDF is locked.
that I don't know the answer to. Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a good question.
If you wanted to try to edit a PDF, you might want to try the free program PDF Gear.
Okay, never heard of that.
PDF.
That's a good one.
Gear.
PDF
All one
Exchange.
word.
PDF Exchange is another one. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
You do an internet search for free PDF editors, you find a whole bunch of them.
PDF Gear.
Yeah, I don't have PDF here in this computer, but I got it on my big.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lost my laptop and I just bought a new laptop, Windows 11. And, you know, so they say free 365. Okay, so I said, I don't want that. So I tried to download my one-use home and office. It wouldn't take that. Spent a day for that. Then I went out and bought a new home and office. I spent a day trying to get that. So they loaded in an old credit card number for them, so now I'm gonna wait a year until they done me. And maybe I can load some, but I don't know
Yeah,
if we'll
see.
even load the Libre in there. Cause I'm locked in for a year,
So,
I'm not smart
well, you
enough
can
to get
have
out.
both, you can have both on your computer,
Yeah,
but, and you know, I'm not saying there's nothing bad about Microsoft Office.
yeah.
Microsoft, well, I think they call it Word 365 now or something, Microsoft 365.
365.
Yeah.
But there's two versions of that. One is a subscription that you pay yearly. And the other is well, the latest one is 2024.
But that's only online, isn't it?
No, 2024, 2021 are permanent on your
Oh,
computer.
is it? I thought that was only online.
No,
See, I don't follow them that much anymore.
yeah,
But,
the 365 that typically comes on your computer is a trial version.
yeah,
And after 30 days or something, you gotta cough up cash for.
yeah, and you can't buy it anymore, you gotta pay monthly, don't you?
No, you can,
Oh, you can still get annuals?
yeah, we've got a place called Gamers Outlet.
Yeah.
And we can buy license codes for, we've been getting, for Office 2021, we've been getting the license code for about $7.
Mhm.
The 2024, which is the latest one that just came out, I think it's is $30 or something for the license code, but we've been putting 2021 on people's computer that want it.
Well, all I can say is the license code for Libre office is $0.
That's what's so good about it. That's free and it's easy to learn.
And more questions, more comments.
Very good presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was hurried. I would go normally I'd go into more detail, but I really didn't have time.
So this
They
is
must
kind
have
of,
canceled, somebody canceled.
yeah, it was,
Just so I've got it straight, you know, it looks like anything from Microsoft, you can download in the Libre, but then if
You
you
bet.
wanted to go back,
You can
you'd
do
have
the
to
same
download
thing.
in Microsoft and then send it back to them.
You would,
You don't
in
have to
Libre
operate it.
office, you would, let me open up a Libre office document here. Let me, I'll show you. Okay. I'm gonna open up. Let's see, I'll open up one of these. Yeah, a lot of other things for the newsletter. Okay. So here, and I write them all in this, okay? Now, if I want to send it to somebody and they don't have anything that'll read an ODT file, which is open document format, I can select file, save as. Let's see. And save as, and I can save this as a, I'll bring the list up here. Flat XML, whatever that is, a unified office format, Word 2010 365, Word 2007, Word 2003, rich text, Word 97, DocBook, HTML document writer, regular text, and I don't know what the bottom is, Word 2007 VPA.
If you download all your old files, you could save them away, it's